Okay, let's see if this shows up. But there's a little cluster of eggs here. They look kind of cool. I don't know what insect they belong to. Come on, focus. But they look cool. Like little tiger's eye mineral. The only problem with their location is it's on a beach chair. On the backrest of a beach chair. Back in Blender. So I've been messing around with the view layer system again. And I'm remembering a lot more from what I was messing with last year. Last year? 2 years ago. I don't remember. So I've pre-made some 3 layers. View layer 1, and view layer 2. So what these layers are is I have one that's dictated to the environment, one that is dictated to the actors, or what would be the actors in the environment, and then one layer that just has like miscellaneous stuff. So in this case, it's just kind of an askewed floating torus. And then once I've got the settings over here, and I've got the settings over down here, and I've got the settings here all done, then I just hit render and let it go. Where it pops up then is over in the compositing area. So this is a window that I don't really mess with all that often because it's chaotic. I hate the fact that your work window is also your view window unless you get more familiar with this window, which is the actual view render window. So whenever you hit render, this window pops up. You can manipulate what is shown on there from the composite window. That sounded confusing, I think. All 3 of these sections are together, right? So we have view layer 1, view layer, well, we have view layer 1, and then view layer 2. So I can actually put in alpha over nodes. So right now they're at 1. If I take them down to 0, then it just sort of filters out that that layer. So right now it's messing with this layer down here. So it exists, it does not exist. And then for this one, it's these two combined. Take this one down and these 2 factors, and then it's just the environment. So that's kind of how it works. And I wrote down some notes as to what I need to now sort of research further into to progress my knowledge here. The render outputs, for example, the output folder only shows one image of... Output folder only shows one image, of one of the view layers, right? So one of the benefits of doing it this way is that I can take these 3 images and put them into not Blender to sort of composite them together. So I don't have to do it in program. I can actually take it into like Photoshop or GIMP or Clip Studio Paint and do it over there, where one could argue that you would have a lot more control over adding light sources and color grading things. But like I said, right now I can only really get one image to like pop up in the folder I designate, despite the fact that these 3 boxes right here are all file outputs. So I don't know what's going on there. Lighting and usage of indirect lighting. So one of the aspects over here that I can add to my toggle list is the indirect only lighting button thing. So I think that affects the shadows, and if I reactivate my actors and my miscellaneous, the shadows on the object itself, right? So I've got shadow here, you've got white, or you've got light sections. I believe that the indirect lighting will help me give more detail or let me just control the detail, but I don't really know. And then I wrote down that I have a reminder how the composite tab operates in general. It took me a while to figure out that the zoom feature here is a thing. Oh, you guys can't see that. It took me a while to figure out the zoom feature here, because when it just pops up, the zoom is at 1, which is very close, and just scroll buttoning doesn't really do anything, right? It moves the nodes, but it doesn't move the image back there. So if you want to see more of it, you have to go to the View tab, and then you can manually mess with it here, or it has like a fit feature, so it just conforms, and I love this button. Oh, you can actually set backdrops from here? Oh, that's the backdrop. Got it. And then you can reset it. Okay, cool. So yeah, those are what I need to work on. It's only 3 bullet points, but I think they're very hefty, dense bullet points. I don't know, we'll see. That was a Saturday. Did that feel wasted?